In 2016, I started a project called the Year of Knots. When I would come to the studio, the first thing I would do is teach myself how to make a knot. I would open up my dusty old sailor's books and look for a knot and learn it. And doing it as the first thing allowed me to fall into the state of flow. To this day, when I get to the studio, I won't let myself check email first. I start making things immediately. The boundaries between your life and your work are really hard to maintain when you're a solo artist or business owner, so it was important to me to have a separate space, but one that I can also walk to with my dog and have my dog here with me all the time. One of the nicest things about this space is that the windows face out onto Valencia Street, which is one of the most interesting, vibrant streets in our city, but the windows are high enough that people can't look in. So I get great light, especially morning light, and all of that energy, but I don't have folks poking in on my workspace or my process. I really treasure working alone. I treasure my solitude. I find that's when I get the best work done, and that's when ideas come unbidden from within. My work is not about emotion. My work is more about curiosity. I'm really obsessed with the notion of the line. The line is one of the building block elements of art, just on par with color and shape and form. And I'm thinking about line as a metaphor for journey and for travel. I became an artist later in life. I was in my late 40s when I started making work and have had two very fulfilling previous lives. And I love telling the stories of where I've been because I do think that it informs the work now. It informs who I am, and it is visually manifested in the fact that the lines take a journey through each piece. I've purposely kept this space conducive to the type of work that I'm doing now. If I'm going to focus on the line, then I want to downplay the other elements like color. So I've kept this space as neutral as possible. The carpet is white. Most of the rope I work with is white or off-white. Now that I finished the Year of Knots, I put all of them across two walls in a corner behind my desk area. I consider that my artist palette, the same way a painter has a palette with all of her colors. If you're new to the world of creativity or you want to make a living as an artist, I think you really need to trust yourself and be confident in your aesthetics and keep your standards very high regarding your own work until you feel that you've made something that meets your high standards, then the rest of the world will see that too. Learning about knots is so interesting because not only are you making something beautiful with your hands, making art, but you're also getting a history lesson and a culture lesson and learning a whole new language. So I find the world of knotting so incredibly fertile. I can't imagine ever getting tired of it. My sketchbook and brain are filled with ideas of things that I want to do. For me, this is like a wide open horizon filled with potential projects.